How it do, how it be.
How it is. Welcome in and welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here. Happy 4th, if that's your thing. And I'm really excited. I forgot to have the thing muted. There we go. Hi. Couple of things. Get right out of the way. Welcome in, everybody. This is going to be amazing. I'm very excited. Tune in to the YouTube if you want to get caught up on some of these episodes. We're jumping into episode 4. I have with me these astounding creators. It is my absolute honor to be there and jump into this game. If you want to join our community, we have a bingo now, which is crazy, and some of the memes. You can head over to the Discord. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. You've been warned. That's it for me. I'm playing Lekyre, a con man anarchist who is kind of all over the place and is able to unscrew his horns if he needs a disguise. Currently baffled with a lot of the twists and turns that this story has taken, and very much in the I need to obtain more information and get the lay of the land, as it were, because he's a bit in too deep at this point. He's a bit over his depths. Let me throw it over to Kailie.
Hello, I am Mr. Kurtwise. You can find me everywhere on the internet by that name. I do some nerdy D&D sketch comedy. I also stream here on Twitch. I'm going to be starting a new series tomorrow here on Twitch called Artificial Echoes, where I DM for 4 AI players. If you don't like the name, they came up with it, so don't blame me. That happens tomorrow night. It's going to start. We'll see how long it takes for it to go off the rails. I don't think it's going to take very long. I'm playing Kailie, your changeling sorcerer spy who got dropped several bombshells last episode. I'm hearing voices. I met a person I thought was dead. I got handed my entire reason for being on this plane of existence, just handed right back to me. So it's going to be interesting. I just a thumbs up. I will throw it to Kiki.
Kiki, I do stuff. One of those stuff includes playing a bat person named Mazie, who's just here to have fun and make friends, and all of her friends are going through traumas right now, so it's fun. I got a friendship bracelet, but my friends are dwindling, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Joe.
You got a friendship bracelet and you got some marbles. Like, you got something out of it.
That's all you need.
I have 3 dead bodies in my pack, but that's fine. Hi, I'm Ivy. I play Jovanna. I do things on the internet at GameRaterGirl and the Crit Awards. So if you are looking for me, you can go to either one of those things that I do. I play Jovanna of Pariah, who is a paladin, a very goth, self-sacrificing paladin who's going through the existential crisis of not being able to use any of her abilities. Thanks, Ben. I just love that. It's very good. All right, I'm gonna pass it over to Jason then.
Hi, I'm Jason Russell. And so I'm running the stream tonight, and I'm over here just kind of trying to do my best. And people in the thing are like, there's typing and air conditioning, and I'm all, that's me. I know it's me. All right. Hi, I'm Jason Russell from Critical Dice. You can find me at Critical Dice on Instagram and Heaven Help Us TikTok. You can also find the stuff that I do, dice subscriptions, merch, and more at thecriticaldice.com. And tonight I am playing Barca, the most interesting human fighter in the world. Or maybe this world. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm just here like a single father holding down 2 jobs, just trying to make sure we get to where we're going and no one dies and we all have pancakes at the end.
Pancake.
And everyone's gone except our illustrious DM for this evening, comedian extraordinaire, Ben Brainard.
Hi, my name is Ben Brainard. You can find me on the internet. I'm really excited to find out what happens this episode. If you guys thought I wrote this out beforehand, I'm a busy, sleepy boy.
Welcome to DM life.
I have ideas, and we're going to get to them. A little bit of a recap. Last episode, these guys went out into the woods to find a ranger named Skyfe. They found Skyfe. Skyfe is a dick We love him to death. Skype brought them to his secret hideaway headquarters in the middle of the Great Woods. And it's a place that wasn't there, but then it was. So magic or something. And then we go in there, and it's a beautiful, pristine area. There's sunlight and dancing and children and people and food and fun and friends and games and all of that. And then also a guy who was dead. And the guy who was dead walked up to Kai and was like, hey, whoops. Here's your life back. And that's kind of where we're going to pick up. So last we left off, you guys made it into the headquarters inside the Great Woods with Skype, and we got to meet Kurtwise. I believe I'm saying that correctly. Kurtwise?
Yes, Kurtwise.
Kurtwise the Orc, who is the person who contracted Kai to come to the material plane to fight against the wizards. And the last thing that happened was Kai was handed his contract by Kurtwise, who said, this is your contract. You can choose to end it early if you'd like. Before we hear from Kai about what they're going to do, as soon as you guys walked in and entered this area, several people approached along with Kurtwise. There was a tabaxi fox-looking person. There was a brown bear-looking creature, and there was a badger. Why are your hands and faces?
Because I'm realizing the chat was right. This is Robin Hood.
Yeah. Wait until I say their names.
Oh,
Just
God.
Yeah.
As you started talking, I was like, wait, a fox, a bear? I was like starting shaking notes. I was like, something's afoot here.
Wait,
Something is amiss.
second.
No, something's a bear.
Maisie
Oh,
gives some
sing and dance.
inspiration.
Go, Mazie.
Binspiration. Hold on to that.
I write down
Um,
a tiny book.
Lekyre,
Oh no.
as this is transpiring with Kai and Kurtwise,
Okay.
Skype puts his hand on your shoulder and says, come with me.
I'll look at the rest of the party. I don't trust Skype.
The rest of us are kind of standing there with jaws dropped watching this interaction, so like...
Sure. I'll look at him and in Thieves' Cant just kind of prod and see if there's any Thieves' Cant back as I go. And where would you be taking me exactly? Where you would? What do you mean? And I'm kind of looking around a little nervously, but underlying, safe ? In Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, we're going to Gerda. She's over there.
All right, I'm going to Gerda. I just follow. I have some maybe Gerda in case I go missing.
So you guys can see, if any of you are paying attention, Skype is not hiding this, but he's not necessarily announcing it to everyone either. This is very much, he's pretending, or maybe not pretending, but just acting as if him and Lekyre are the only two people around. It's just, this is
Real casual.
This is it. Here we go. And he brings you up to kind of the middle of the whole encampment. There's a big fire, and there's a lot of like grills, like there's food being cooked. And there's one old kind of hunched over woman there, probably an elf. She has like a hood up so you can't see her ears, but looks very, very old. And she's holding like 3 knives in each hand between fingers and just chopping all of these like fruits and vegetables and meats and stuff just like with absolute precision and extraordinary speed. Tossing things in bowls and getting stuff cooked, and there's a couple people like running around trying to help her out and sous chef, but she's very just like, oh yeah, just another day, cooking for everyone. And Skype brings you up to her and says, Gerda, fucking... What was her name?
Lekyre.
Sure. He's gonna help you. And then he just walks away.
Greetings, and how are you this fine day? My tone will warm a bit, and I'll make a bit of a gesture to make sure I'm in her periphery and trying not to startle her or anything like that. And how are you?
Oh, child, today is but another day that we're living. And she just does not skip a beat on the foods or anything.
Do you need assistance with anything?
Well, need is
Of
a
course.
specific word choice, and I am not one for needs any longer. I have all that I need. However, helping and wanting are two things that I do enjoy. So if you would like, I would very much appreciate some help. We need to serve,
Of course,
look around.
Of course. Happy to help. And I'll try to make myself busy a little bit, just kind of seeing where this goes. See if I'm on the right path here. I don't know if there's a social dynamic that I'm supposed to be filling here or anything. That's just what Lekyre's head is at.
Okay, cool. While you're helping her cook, back with the group, Chuck the cleric has made himself known not by voice but by appearance. Hail Hydrate. He's like a 5'8" badger wearing cleric garb. And he's kind of sidled up next to you. Jovanna hasn't said anything, still watching Kai with intentness. And also with this group, a bunch of very curious children just kind of, playing around. They're not really paying attention to anything. And one of them runs up to you, Mazie, and pulls on your arm.
Ah.
And it's a little girl, and she goes, "Are you a bat?"
Yes.
So cool. I want to be a bat when I grow up.
You need wings. And ears, and I flick my ears so they just kind of bounce back into shape.
Can I touch them?
I don't know. Can you? Do you
At
have
the sound
touchies?
of this, 3 more children kind of just walk up and start reaching up towards your ears.
Just panic flutters.
The first child looks at you and goes, "Do you like jokes?"
I love jokes. You have joke?
Yeah. What stop. What does a cloud wear under his wingcoat?
I don't know. What does Cloud wear?
Thunderwear.
That was good. That is good. Okay, you can touch.
Okay.
Lean down.
She reaches up and boings your ear.
Oh.
Do you want to come play with us?
You play?
Uh-huh. And she points and over, I don't know, just a little bit away. There's a group of 10 kids just kind of running around, having a blast, picking flowers, tackling each other.
I look back at the party.
I go play.
Have fun. Stay where we can see you, okay?
Okay.
And she grabs your hand, and as she's going, she goes, what did one toilet say to the other toilet?
What?
You look a bit flushed. I don't know what that one
funny.
means. My dad told me that one.
You are funny. I don't know what that mean either, but it is good because you said it.
You're fun. And she takes you into the group. You do notice there are some adult creatures also being dragged into this, whether reluctantly or not. Everyone just seems to be enjoying it and having a good time. Barca, you would notice that the tabaxi fox-looking creature has not stopped staring at you. And it's not a happy face.
Didn't your mom ever tell you if you keep making that face, it's going to freeze that way?
Didn't your mom ever tell you not to join the police force that wants to brutalize all the people that live in that town?
That's oddly specific. Stop beating around the bush. What is it you really want to say?
I recognize you.
Okay.
You weren't on the right side of things last time I saw you.
And when was that?
Oh, I'd say, what's it been, 10 years now?
Barca's face goes pale and slack just for a second and just like, mm-hmm. Well, I see you made it out okay.
Yeah. You did too.
Yeah. Got to live another day. Do some thinking. Make some hard choices and some changes.
Uh-huh. I got better aim now.
Well,
Kai. You're standing there holding your contract. What's going on? What are you thinking?
So, I have not taken my eyes off of Kurtwise as I reach out and I take the contract. And I open it up. And I look at it. And I look back at Kurtwise and I tear it in half. And I say, you of all people should know, and I rip it again, that the laws of my people go far beyond a paltry piece of paper. Final rip. And it's Kailie. You should know that as well.
He goes to respond, and then freezes. And after a second, you realize that all the voices in your head have stopped. And if you look around, you'll notice that everything else has come to a full stop as well.
I will look back at where my party members were standing and see if they're moving.
They're still there. They're just frozen.
Hello?
You hear in your head, 2 lives diverged in the great wood, and you will live both. Time is a mortal construct, a mortal measure. The weave persists.
You said that name before. The weave. What is it?
We are the weave. All of us. You, me, the creatures around you. Some, more than others, have a deep connection to the weave. Have you ever thought, have you ever wondered, have you ever dreamt of where you've gotten your powers from?
sometimes. Back during the war, I had dreams. But back then, I tried not to remember a lot.
Memories are fickle things. They imply that time has passed when in reality it just is. Allow me to show you the life you lived before the contract was ripped. And everything just kind of fades, and you're teleported mentally into a space, sort of like a fly on the wall situation. You're back in the Feywild, in your own home, and you see your mom at the table, your siblings at the table as well. There's an empty chair where there's just a picture of you. There's no seat for your dad at the table, and he's not there. And after you watch this for a second, the door opens and you walk through. And your whole family kind of stands up, surprised and shocked. And after a moment, they all run up and give you a hug, tell you how much they've missed you. And then you're shunted again, you're back. But this time you're not in your own home. You're in what appears to be some sort of like brick, concrete constructed building of some sort. There's a lot of holes in the wall. You can hear the sounds of fire. You can see fire burning. You can see smoke everywhere. There's screams and clashes of steel around, and as kind of the smoke parts a little bit, you can see on the floor the dead bodies of Mazie and Jovanna and Barca and Lekyre, and one hooded, robed creature standing beyond them, walking out the door towards the sounds of war. Your body is nowhere to be found. Transported again, but this time it's just there's nothing there. It's just white space. You see, every time a creature is met with a choice, they make both. The weave has the connection to what you mortals refer to as time. All of these events occurred just as the events you are about to unfold yourself have already occurred. I know within you lies great power because we lie within you. Your soul is linked to the weave, a greater connection no spellcaster has ever known before. But to achieve this greatness, you must learn to conquer all of the power that comes with it. You can choose to shut us out, but I warn you, in doing so, though your brain may clear, your connection to the power you use will also clear.
And if I learn how to conquer this power, these voices in my head, will they stop?
They already have. And they already haven't. You're shunted out of this white space back into the reality. And it starts as like a very low rumble, but the voices do slowly return. It's a lot of a lot of different voices, a lot of different emotions, most of them happy, but definitely some near to you, very upset, very angry. And also one very regretful. And as things start speeding back up, Kuthrax just goes, I'm so sorry. I feel like I've not been able to do anything right since the day I really came and got you, but I was desperate, and I was weak, not even physically, but mentally and emotionally. I didn't know what I was doing. I just thought I was doing what I needed to do for everyone, and it turns out I was doing what I needed to do for everyone. Everyone but you, Kailie.
Are you done with your excuses, Kuthrax? Because if so, we need your help.
Yeah, anything. And as he says this, we're going to jump back over to Lekyre.
You're muted.
I just nicked myself with a knife, while I'm cutting onions and looking around. Yeah.
Oh, my dear boy. You would cut more vegetables and less fingers if you only focused on doing the one thing you're supposed to do right now.
That is oddly comforting and profound. Thank you, grandmother.
There's always noise in the forest. But we are not always supposed to listen to it. And she hands you a bowl of cooked food.
Thank you.
And then she hands you a second bowl.
I see. Thank you. Then I start
did
lining
you
them
think
up.
these were for you? Sweetie.
That's fair. That's fair. Is there a platter? No. Okay, and I'll just start stacking them on my arms, doing my best.
Find the hungry. They will appreciate you.
Thank you, grandmother. I'll be back.
Gerda.
Lekyre. And I'll walk out and start trying to figure out who really needs food right now, who absolutely notices me walk out with plates and bowls of food,
Children.
Okay, yeah, I'll start handing them out to the kids, and I'll hold one up and then hand it to Mazie. So they can't reach it, and then over to Mazie. Thumbs up. And then I head back to the kitchen.
She just has bowls and bowls and bowls.
All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm happy to. I start just getting to work. Okay. Start noticing everyone's vibe and just taking collecting data. Saying down, kind of not trying not to make too much noise. Just learning.
What kind of data are you looking for?
The social dynamic, what kind of military presence I might be able to bring at any given notice, if there's any wounded, as well as, are these people desperate? Are these people thriving? Are these people scared? Are they feeling, is anyone being ostracized in particular that might stand out? And of course,
you can either roll me a perception or an investigation check.
I'll go.
Will gain different info. You can do both if you'd like.
I'll do investigation. I'm feeling investigation. It's the same pluses either way. That is a 19 plus 1. That's a dirty 20. Let's go.
Dirty 20. Okay.
I got the juice and the sauce.
You can't figure out anything.
Oh, man. Okay. Wait, what?
Which kind of just tells you that there is nothing that you have ever understood as a normal structure to an ecosystem or a community is present now. If there were wounded, you don't see them. If there are ostracized people, they aren't currently. If there are weapons or wartime individuals, the only ones that you can find are the ones that are already out and about and present on the rope bridges. But it's not to say that you think that everyone else isn't ready for war. It's just it's so everything is just as if it always was.
Okay. If I can get a moment, Lekyre is perplexed, and if he's perplexed, then he's stressed. And if he's stressed, he's like getting anxious and looking around and not understanding. It's just people being happy and living their lives. This doesn't compute for Lekyre. Lekyre didn't grow up with much choice or frivolities or anything like that. It was very fight to survive. So I'm gonna after kind of processing this, come back into the kitchen and be like, oh, sorry, what was her name?
Gerda. It's a little bit jarring, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There are things here that don't make much sense to me. Are you well, Gerda? Are you okay?
My boy, I've never been more okay in my life than I am now.
Uh-huh. Okay, this is...
You seem to look around at a lot of things and think and question and try to understand the answers, and those are all very noble pursuits, I suppose. Maybe pursuits for the young. But have you ever thought in the brief time you've known me where maybe I got these knife skills from?
Start looking around with a new perspective. It hadn't occurred to me, Gerda. Where did you get the knife skills from, if I may ask?
You may ask, boy. You may. And she turns around and pulls down her hood, and still an elf, spiky ears. On the base of her neck is a tattoo that you would recognize as early days hated kin. The only other person you've ever seen with a tattoo like this is Mike Axe, the current leader of the hated kin. The old elf man who currently runs the hated kin.
Never has the word currently ever held so much weight.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Lekyre will kind of freeze up for a bit and then begin shifting into small talk, but using Thieves' Cant to address respect, in that I am at her service. And I will idly start sifting through my stuff for when I make the next exit. I'll see a bowl or something like that, and then put a quarter of what I currently have in monetary possessions. I'm just gonna put them in a bowl off to the side.
She says, very pointedly, not in Thieves' Cant. Silly child. You're in service to no one. Not
like
to
that.
me. To no one but yourself. It doesn't
Respectfully,
matter.
Gerda,
It doesn't matter how you were raised or who raised you or what skills you were forced to learn, for lack of a better phrase. It only matters now what you choose to do with those skills in service of yourself.
Respectfully, Gerda, and I'll look kind of around to see if anyone else is nearby, or within, potential attack distance. If you are the prior, if you are who I thought you were, who I believe you to be, and what you are capable of, then would you not have gone through great lengths on multiple occasions to remove one's choice to bend them to your will, to use them. We tend to deal in ultimatums. Did you run things differently in your time?
You seem to think that an ultimatum has only one choice.
If it's crafted correctly.
My dear boy, death is always a choice. I'm going to cut back to Jovanna with Cleric Chuck.
What?
And Cleric Chuck just kind of like sigh from the side of his mouth towards you. So, I mean, like I can kind of feel it, but, who you pray to every night?
Every night? That's...
Listen, we all take some days off.
Sure, some days is something. I'm sure that's... Yep. If I were to pray to a deity of sorts, it would be Ilmater.
Oh, yeah. Good guy. That Ilmater, good guy. Yeah, that's kind of his whole thing. It's kind of his whole thing, being a good guy. That prick. Ugh.
Yep. You could say that. Apparently I'm supposed to talk to you about that.
About being a prick? I mean,
no,
I know a couple of things, but...
Yes, but no. I currently am on the outs with our friend. No good. It's okay. Look, God's a fickle things. He's a prick. What can I say? Listen, I don't know if you know this, but he's not even like the number one. You know what I'm saying? I know. You ever talked to Algator? I haven't talked to him, no. Look, I'm not saying Algator can fix all your problems. Never said that in my life. Mm-hmm. I just serve him obediently. But, maybe worth talking to him. I hear there's a shrine. I haven't been to it. But they got a shrine to him out in the Aberrant Peaks. I don't know if I can so flippantly change deities like that. Oh no, you ain't changing deities. Algator ain't about that. Come on, no. If you's Ilmater's man, use Ilmater's mans. But, if Juliet ain't talking to you, you gotta talk to the Capulets. Ivy now is contemplating what Romeo and Juliet looks like in this world.
It's a turtle and a herringon.
Oh my god! Yes. Actually, though, yes. Okay. Anyways,
Romeo's
They messed up a race.
I just want it fixed. Hey, that's what we're all here doing. Every single day we wake up and we look around and we take stock of all the broken stuff. And then we spend the rest of our day trying to fix that broken stuff. And honestly, it's kind of the whole point of talking to these gods, because there's a lot of broken stuff that we can't fix ourselves, but they see stuff we don't, and they got the power or whatever, Something like that. I don't ask the questions. Where's the shrine?
I can draw you as a map. It's on the Aberrant Peaks. It ain't exactly hidden for nothing, but it ain't exactly just out in the open. You knows what I'm saying?
Sure. A map would be helpful if that's what you can provide. Our dear god friend sent me your direction, so I assume that he expected this is the way this conversation would go.
If he expected it to go this way, he didn't tell me nothing about it. It ain't my business why yous twos ain't talking right now. But, you know, if you's a broken person, it's my job to help fix you. It's what I woke up today and saw.
Well, then I suspect that is the direction I'm supposed to head.
Okay, then. And he takes out a note that just says posture check on it. He takes out just like a packet, flips to an empty page, and starts drawing out a map for you. Barca, you've been in a pretty intense staring contest for the past, I don't know,
12 minutes.
I've just glanced over every now and again, hoping your posture's changed. Just like, what is that?
Yeah, no, I'm just like, look, we're gonna have a problem here.
No. We had a problem back then. Here, it's not there.
All right, look, I would appreciate if this would just stay between the two of us.
I got good news and bad news, bud.
Okay.
The good news is, I'm not gonna tell anybody about what happened 10 years ago. Because
they
frankly,
already know.
It's a little embarrassing that I missed.
Can't win them all.
The bad news is, yeah, I'm not gonna have to tell nobody.
Why?
At this point, Skyfe returns, and he's standing next to the big brown bear that has not introduced himself yet, who is also staring at you, pretty angry.
Cool. Yeah. Look, fellas. I believe in giving people second chances, but I also don't believe in trusting people for no reason. Not that you need it, but you have my permission. If you see me doing something not in the best interest of the people who are taking shelter here, you can shoot me right in the back. I won't even dodge. But know that you're never going to have to do that. Okay?
At this point, the brown bear speaks up for the first time. And he says, at least we know he's not scared of a fight.
Oh, that's the truest thing you've said so far. It's actually the only thing you've said so far. Hi, I'm Barca. I didn't catch your guys' names.
Well, we haven't said them.
Great, can we fix that?
Skyfe goes, yeah, fuck it. Come on, you got shit we gotta learn anyway. And he starts walking, and he's going in the direction. You can see there's just like there's a one big tree kind of towards the edge on the other side, and there's a door on it. Not much activity going on around that area. In all likeliness, this is probably like where they have private meetings and discuss important things. And so Skyfe starts walking that way. Little Bonbon, this is the bear. He starts walking that way, and Roaming Good lingers a little bit staring at you.
I'll follow Skyfe, because I'm sure Roaming Good doesn't want to walk in front of me, but rather behind me.
Kuthrax looks at you and says, anything I can do to help you now. I feel like I've really screwed the pooch in so many things. I know you're all here because you've got some good mission that you want to finish, and I want to help you out. I just don't think that I'm exactly the kind of person that can help in the ways that you might need. But all my friends are. And he points over at Roman Good, Lil Bonbon, Skype, and now also Barca walking towards a tree. And Kuthrax goes, I've never really been inside the tree, but I feel like if one of us was supposed to go in there, it'd be you, so...
I'll find you later. We'll continue this call.
I'll be here.
And I'm gonna take a last glance at the torn up contract at the ground, and then back to Kuthrax, and then turn and walk towards Barca and gang.
You hear just quietly whisper, just like, I mean, I get the whole like the principle of it, but Littering's not very cool, and he's
going to
Joe?
pretend to ignore it.
You and Cleric Chuck
Yes.
he's drawing you the map, and it's kind of like he's giving you some vague directions as best he can as the guy who's never been there.
Sure.
And he looks up and he sees the group walking towards the tree, and he goes, usually I gotta go with them to this kind of stuff, but I feel like you should probably also come in here, so...
Oh, yeah, probably. Listen, no, my other party members started to head that way.
Yeah, let's go to the tree.
Where's my bat? Mazie,
child.
Mazie. Just
I have
gesturing
to
to the
go.
tree.
Do you want me to go to the tree too?
Yes.
All the kids are going, no,
You can play
don't."
later. Let's go.
Before you can walk away, one of the adults kind of walks over and kneels down and grabs a couple of kids and goes, kids, come on, you can't be upset when someone has to go from playtime to work time. What do we always say around here, huh? And the kids go, they're the same thing. The adult goes, look, if we can't have good work, we can't have good play. It's okay to be a silly goose sometimes, but now you gotta be a serious goose. And the kids also just start chanting serious goose and walking in a line.
Oh my god.
My new friends.
Jovanna is walking so quickly away from the situation.
Bye, serious goose.
I am a bat, and I turn over and I fly over to Jovanna.
So Bat Goose and Religious Trauma Goose are headed towards the tree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Also,
Very serious goose.
I'm a goth goose. Why did
Oh,
I ask?
Goth Goose, sorry.
also, Head Full of Voices is making his way.
Head full of... It sounds like horrible rock bands.
These are all actually Avett Brothers songs.
Okay, of course.
It's a joke for a niche audience, but I'm glad Kurt was one of them.
You
They're
got
my
Kurt very
favorite
well.
band, literally.
You got Kurt real well.
It's a head full of doubts.
Head full of voices.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn, take me in.
Mazie, did you have fun with the kids? Yeah. Okay. Now we have to go to the tree.
I have friends now.
Lekyre, roll me a perception check while you're passing out.
I love that for you. I'm glad you found some friends.
14.
You notice that your friends are not where they were.
There's 1% of Lekyire's brain that says that everyone is in like a trapped enchantment or something.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Yeah. It's getting a little there is no war in Bossing Say in Lekyire's head. And so I see my friends. I'll say to Gertrude? No. Gerda. I see my friends are heading towards a destination. Do you still need my assistance, or might I go? Respectfully.
My boy, it looks as though it'll take you a few more dinners before you learn this lesson, but you never had to wait for me to let you go.
I'm just gonna pause and flee the room.
Oh, you were out in the open. You weren't like in a room.
Okay, yeah. I run right over to the group and then act like I didn't just haul ass over there and just not out of breath at all, just casually looking around.
Lekyire's head, it's still flee the room, I think.
Yeah.
Flee the pocket dimension.
And as you're running away, you hear one last line from Gerda. There are always choices.
As you run up to beside me, I'm like, "Are you good?"
I don't like it here. And I'll look over at now Kailie and be like, "Nice. What are we doing? Please distract me."
I made friends.
Good.
Mazie made friends.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I got
Skype is the
That's
last
one of
person
us.
to enter the tree. He held the door open for everyone, and he slams it shut. And Roaming Good stands. There's a big circular table, and he stands at the far. I can't say head. It's a circular table. He's on the other side of the circular table from the door.
He's on the other side of the circle.
He's the top of the key of the round table.
Yeah, he's at the top of the key of the round table.
Better. Love that.
And he says, "You've entered the tree of the ferrymen. Let's get started." And we're going to go to break.
We enter the fairy circle. I hate that. For
Yeah.
us.
Same. I'm scared.
Oh no, we walk
All of
right
this
into
frightens me.
it.
All right, we'll be back in like, what, 10 minutes?
Something like that,
5 to 10.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes. Everybody go get some water, let your pets out, take your meds if you need to. Speculate wildly about which goose you'd be, and we'll see you back here soon.
Hello, welcome back. We're getting better and gooder at this stuff. I am happy to be here. We did a lot of stuff. We all did a lot of stuff. And now we're in a tree. And in this tree there is a round circle. There's the tabaxi fox-looking ranger boy on the opposite side of the circle. Kind of around the walls are various weapons and armors and pouches of stuff that you're not even sure what it is. It just is. Various trinkets and odds and ends that look like they could be used to harm people or protect people. That's kind of the vibe of the space, and there's no chairs around the circle table. It is just a waist-height wooden circle table. And the other three, I think it was 3, right? 3 of them?
Yeah, there's the fox.
Roman good,
bear.
Bonbon. Character, yeah.
Fox,
So
the bear,
the
the
4
clerk.
total
Yeah.
that walk you guys in have taken up stances around the table. Are you all?
Are there like chairs for everybody?
There's no chairs at all.
Oh,
They're
okay.
We're on
standing.
this
I'll keep my vision on the exit, my periphery.
Yeah, I'll stand next to Joe.
I was gonna say that's about where I would stand is next to Barca because I don't trust any of these people.
Band pick time. Everyone strike a pose.
Like, mm.
It's on the eyebrow for me.
Well,
What a pose from everybody. Roaming Good introduces them and says, "We're the ferrymen. I'm Roaming Good. This is obviously Skyfe. You've met him." And he points at the big brown bear. This is Lo Bonbon. And I guess at least one of you have met Cleric Chuck. I don't know why, but he always wants to go by Cleric Chuck. So if you could just do that, we've all been through this. So.
Because Friar Tuck.
Good job. I'll give you a Benspiration for that one.
No, I think I saw that in a chat. I don't think that's mine.
There's at least one of these names that is a little bit more hidden. So if you can figure that out, then you can get some Benspiration for that one. I don't know if chat has said it yet. Roman Good looks over at Skyfe and he says, "I take it there's a good reason you brought a cop here." And Skyfe
well,
says,
that's not very nice.
"Listen, I wouldn't have brought nobody fucking here if I didn't think they should be here. Guy says he's got some information for us, and I think he's got some good fucking shit to talk about."
Is this where I talk? Is this where I say stuff?
Just elbow you a little bit.
Oh, so here's the quick recap. We know how the wizards came to power, like technically speaking, and some of their trade secrets were stolen and delivered into our hands, and now there's a real chance that we can overthrow the wizards, take back the country using their own tricks against them. So we didn't know that the rebellion was still going on, so we thought we had to start it all from scratch. Surprise, it still exists to some degree, so we're here to help, I guess. Does that kind of cover it,
How
guys?
do
Is that...
we?
Pancakes.
How are we?
Yeah, we have pancakes.
How are we supposed to know that this isn't just some trap? You're not still working for the wizards, and you're getting
listen,
our
just
hopes
because
up.
I'm a city guard doesn't mean like I'm in league with the wizards, okay? And I mean, what I don't know what the strategy would be there to to lure you into open combat with the wizards so they can all take
We're
us out.
already here.
Yeah, I don't
Why
want to
would-
do that either.
Why would we trap you? You also just made it very easy by walking into a confined room.
So that's Kiki, and she's the most deadly person here. That's a good point, Kiki.
We're also closest to the door. Good job.
Maisie, dang it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
You could.
We're the same person.
Same
That's
person.
fair. Casey? No. We can, whatever makes you guys comfortable. I mean, we can show you what was stolen from the wizards of the Hightower. In fact, Ben, I think last session I gave Skyfe his scroll, didn't I? The Ranger scroll. If I didn't, I'd like to do it now.
Did you?
And if I did,
Okay.
I'll
If
just
you did.
reference it.
Let's play it out as if you're giving it to him now.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember.
That's totally cool with me. And it's like, so this is the one that actually came to specifically give to you, Skyfe, because it is fits your particular set of skills. It's just like all the scrolls that we read, and you can do whatever divinations you need to do on it or inspections, but it's legit. And there's some stuff in there that none of us and the people we've talked to have ever seen before. And also, like, some things are falling into place about how the wizards won so handily last time. Now that we're starting to experience it from the other side a little bit. But I mean, I could get into that later if you guys just want to, if you have questions or you want to authenticate the scroll or whatever you need to do.
Skype kind of checks it over. Hands it to Roman Good. He says, I don't know what the fuck this shit means, but when I found them, they killed 2 of the goddamn wizards. And then some fucking hags. They got some weird powers, man. It came from somewhere. Roman Good takes it. He reads it, and Cleric Chuck kind of looks over his shoulder. This is some good stuff.
Right?
I don't know if it's possible, but
Oh, it is.
good word.
It's 100% possible.
Who's got the flashiest ability? We don't have our taxi with us.
I can
Yeah.
take their eyes.
Okay.
You could
That's
take
true.
their eyes.
They could just take your sight for a second.
I
might-
don't just tell me what you mean by take their eyes.
No.
That's a great
No
question
eyes.
because we
They'll give them right back.
We also know
Yes.
we're not 100% sure.
Probably.
I borrow your
Do you mean
eyes.
like with a spoon?
No.
No. With
Too
these.
primitive.
That sounds terrifying. I can do flashy stuff
This is
that's
my
not
goth child.
lethal, or Mazie, I guess. Lekyre, I mean, you could just like,
He disappears.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think it'd be more fun if Mazie did it. I'm
God.
just saying.
Yeah,
But
I'll defer to the group on this one. You guys asked for it, literally.
Maybe we don't punch them or kill them because
Yeah, non-lethal stuff, guys.
We did not kill.
it is terrifying to suddenly be able to see and then not see though, Mazie. Which is why it's so effective and it's wonderful. It's very good. I'm very proud of you every time you do it. But
Is
you know,
that why they scream?
yes,
Among other reasons, yes.
Yes,
the
dear.
dismemberment also helps.
I
She was
put
going to
it
play
back.
with children, right?
Yeah,
what? Yeah.
she's fine. She's
yeah.
fine.
Both things
They play
can
with
be
me.
true. No,
They're my
Point,
you
friends.
stumbled backwards into the essence of who she is. Congratulations.
At this point, the cleric Chuck speaks up and goes, that's real nice stuff if you're one with nature and you like to shoot bows and arrows and stuff. But
Here.
Oh, you know anyone like that?
Look at this guy.
yeah, you know those people are there. But like, what you got anything for like dudes who talk to gods and stuff?
Oh, do we have any more? How many scrolls left do we have left?
Let me see. I just start inventorying, start
Joe
going through this
prayed
stuff.
yesterday. Earlier.
I'll focus.
Earlier. Time is weird.
Time is weird. Time is soup.
Time is soup.
I believe this is meta. You guys still have a cleric scroll and a cleric scroll, a druid scroll, and a warlock scroll.
I'll pull out the
That
cleric
sounds
scroll
right.
and hand it to Joe over her shoulder because I assume it's her bag.
Yep.
and I'm
Yeah,
going.
I also
Yeah,
was like,
oh, no,
I don't
you-
think
it
Lekyre
is.
had the bag. But
No,
the
it's
fact
my
that
bag.
it
It was
now
one of
makes
those.
perfect
It was
sense.
one of those moves.
The best part is
Jovanna
you know what
face
you
away
know what the
from
best
me.
part is? The fact that you now have to dig through bones to get to the scrolls.
Oh, well, okay.
Those are her bones.
Those are my bones.
Sleight of hand, sleight of hand, sleight of hand, sleight of hand.
She traded those bones. Well, she traded 4 bones.
Finish for bones. I will take it over my shoulder and then hand it to Barca.
Yeah. God scroll? Yeah, God scroll.
Takes it. He opens it and it says
And with you
life
as well.
essence domain on the top.
Yeah, that's the one. So, yeah, so that's kind of what the wizards were doing, and all of this stuff is about, is they're using their own, but I think more often just taking the life essence of others, like magic vampires or something. But that's not the only way to use these. It's usually more self-sacrificial, I guess, right? Where you're using a bit of the core essence of who you are to do these things. So it's limited by that, but if you're willing to borrow from your enemy or things around you, you can do more.
It hurts to go fast.
I've got a thing, but it's not everyone likes it. It's a little flashy.
I could probably share some things too.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched him do magic.
That's true. I'm very
I
capable
don't
of
need
all
you
sorts
guys
of
to-
magical tricks.
I don't need you guys to do stuff and make the room messy.
I mean, if you don't want to see it. But
That's
can
what we
you-
do. We make things messy. We're all in agreement. That's why we're here, right?
Actually, I spend most of my day fixing broken stuff, so...
Touche.
Barca fixed this.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Life
It was
essence
not working.
thingy, like we were talking about.
That's why
And
we're
he gave me this
here.
bracelet.
Yes. Sure. Barca gave you that. Anyways.
Barker looks confused.
Okay, so... let me try to understand all of this. You guys came across some information from the Hightower, and you've been spending the past, whatever, giving this information out to people?
We were contacted by a defector who entrusted us with this stolen knowledge, and given that we thought the rebellion was long gone, we started recruiting trusted people close to certain individuals in our group to start disseminating and recruiting this knowledge.
Okay. How many scrolls you got left?
2.
Do you know
Lekyre put this back
who
in my bag.
them are going to?
Actually, no, I don't actually. Do we know who those ones are going to?
I have an inkling for one.
Friend.
Oh, that's right, you guys. Yes, we do.
They have allies, correct, yes.
Now, am I to understand by asking it that way that you guys are accepting these scrolls and understand that we're on the up and up and we're going to work together and take down the wizards?
Otherwise, it would really suck if we have to take them from you.
For a little while,
Listen.
it wouldn't be too
Well, it was for some of
bad.
them, not for others.
Listen.
If it helps, I can give you a marble.
I don't need a marble. You've
Okay.
given me scrolls and knowledge, and those things are good, but beyond that, you're trying to give hope, and that carries with it a lot of weight. But the hope you are trying to instill is a hope to fight against the people that killed all of us already before. So, if I am to say yes and put all of the people that I've been protecting for the past 10 years on the line to follow you, I need to know that you guys have a plan. Because this isn't about me. This
We don't
isn't
have
even
a
about
plan, we have a
all
set
of us in this room.
objectives.
It's about us in this room. It's about everybody outside this room. It's about everybody in that town and everybody nearby.
For disaster to truly strike, roughly 3 things all have to go wrong all at once, generally. We've got the Navy we need to fix up. We've got the issue of storming the actual castle or the tower. And then we have the issue of going into the peaks. Sorry, there's big booms around me. I don't know if my mic's picking them up.
We go to peaks?
The aberrant peaks. We have a few things that need tending to there. It really is more of a checklist. If we break them all down into manageable tasks, this is doable. Does it make sense? So let's talk strengths and weaknesses. What are you all capable
What do you bring to table? You don't have marbles.
Or eyeballs, if Mazie takes them.
They did bring the table.
It did bring the table. It's a nice table.
They
There are
didn't
some
bring
interesting
chairs.
connections that they have that I've picked up on. Your chef is more than a chef.
Yeah, pretty much everybody you guys have seen or met or heard, it's more than everything they are. But what do we bring to the table? Maybe you could ask Barca here why I'm still alive. And it ain't because I ran.
Ern, raise an eyebrow to Barca.
Let's just say he's a skilled warrior, and I'm going to suspect just about everyone here is too.
Enough grandstanding. Let us talk schemes. What's our next approach?
I don't know what you guys are doing, but we're gonna stay here and train and build up our forces. It sounds like you have a date with the Peaks and the Navy. We have a date with about 300 people that are willing to risk their lives to get back to the life they once had 10 years ago.
Is there anything that you all might need?
A signal.
I think we can manage that one.
Yeah, because actually, about that, what would be the easiest way to signal you guys? Because the place
Pancakes.
we're in is not like the place that we were in. Like, I don't even know how this works.
No lie.
Listen, there's really only one person in this whole area that understands how any of this works. And I'm not going to waste my time trying to explain it to you because I didn't waste my time trying to understand it. I'm just going to tell you what it is. If you want it and you believe it to be, it's there.
Anywhere or just here?
Listen, man.
Skype, this is important.
They do this. They do have this whole philosophical take.
Gross.
I mean,
And
it's something.
And if you don't know, who does? Because that's a pretty huge strategic advantage.
You want more answers, you gotta go talk to Gerda.
Okay, we'll put that at the top of our list. So,
Now, I'm gonna warn you. I don't think she's gonna give you a straight answer either.
I'll take a crooked answer at this point, as long as it's an answer.
Great. Here's what I suggest. It's late. You guys have had a long day. Stay here, get some rest, eat some food, take some armaments. What do you want, Bat?
I just confusion. You believe in the nothing that's behind the trees, but you don't believe in those who pass through nothing to get to behind the trees.
Out of the mouth of babes.
I'm also hungry.
Yeah, I could eat.
Jovanna looks like the proudest that she's ever been.
Can you say that again?
You believe in the nothing to pass through behind the trees, but you don't believe in those who pass through nothing to get behind the trees.
I think you're misunderstanding the way that this works.
You said you don't know how it works.
That'll be the signal. That'll be our code name. Our code signal. That'll be it right there.
You don't know how this works?
I know I gotta believe this place is here and want it to be here for it to be here. I don't gotta believe in the people in it. They just are.
So you believe in a place you can't see to go to that place, but you do not believe in a future that you can't see to get there? Maybe you do
You
need
can't
the gods.
believe You can't believe in something you know.
But you don't know anything. You've already admitted that.
And therefore I believe. Now, if you want to stop mocking me, I think...
I not mock you. I didn't even do the...
Buddy, she's not mocking you. It just feels that way because you don't want to admit that she's right. So let's get some dinner and we'll go talk to her.
She ain't right. She ain't right about nothing.
I might be left.
If that's what you gotta tell yourself, I understand. You reserve the right to be wrong, and I reserve the right to let you be.
You're so kind.
I know.
Now go see Gerda, get some food, get some rest. Y'all can ship out in the morning.
Sounds like a plan.
We also got some armaments here.
Yeah, can I take a quick look around?
Yeah.
I want to look for magic weapons. I'd like to roll for magic weapons, please. What would you like?
You don't get a roll. They're there.
You don't even have to roll.
Most of the stuff in here is magic in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
I am simply looking up. Did you send me a list of what you wanted, Jason?
I think what I said verbatim was a magic sword of some kind.
Cool.
I was like DM's choice. I'm not going to be
Very
picky.
descript. Very descript.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'll find that on the break. I'll tell you what it is.
I'm not going to.
You got one.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Cool. Yeah.
I assume the rest of you are also looking for
I'm
stuff.
gonna take this.
I'll take
I
a
think-
perusal.
Yeah,
sorry.
Kailie's gonna specifically go find Kurtwise again.
Okay. You can go find Kurtwise.
Kai, before you leave, I'll try to stop you. Kailie.
I'll turn.
I hand you the scroll that you need for them.
Not for him.
Okay. Just figure I'd make sure. I'll put it back. You know if you need me, I'm here, right?
I do.
I'll let you go. I won't stop you anymore.
Do you know when you ask me how I stay so optimistic all the time?
Yeah.
Because this is the face. Saw everything.
I see.
I'll be back for dinner.
Okay. Be safe.
Turn and walk out.
What was that about?
Nothing.
You
Just gonna go see a
probably
friend.
said Kylie's hair looks pretty.
Kailie's very
Lekyre, you find a really shiny rapier that is in a weapons rack. But upon closer inspection, you realize that while it is just within the confines of the weapon rack, it is not actually resting on any part of the weapons rack.
Grab. Hello?
Say hello to your dancing rapier.
My attunement looks like me just kind of like throwing it to the side and watching it orbit me, and like Lekyre is immeasurably pleased at this find. It's just like
Did you find something over there?
We did,
Lekyre?
and floating sword that like stays over one shoulder.
I
Wow.
see. That's very nice.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen you this overjoyed.
it floats.
Is it invisible holding?
Kind of.
Who's holding
I'll
it?
direct it to bonus action. Go into the sheath and out of the sheath into the sheath and out of the sheath and into the sheath.
Oh, you're gonna do this
Okay, can you
all
stop
the
doing that?
time. Oh.
Apologies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very fun thing. It's also very powerful.
Don't
On
make me have to
magic.
lecture
And
Lekyre
thank you
on it.
enough. We will be putting it to good use.
Yeah, just kill the right people.
Yeah. The right
Shit, I lost
people.
my finger.
I'm trying to find the list that the rest of you guys sent me.
I didn't send you
I
anything.
got your thing, Kai,
I didn't send you anything because Jovanna
Kailie, or
didn't.
Kurt. Kurt sent it to me.
I did not send you anything.
If you guys didn't send me a list, that's fine. On our next break, we can cover some stuff.
While you're looking for that, I think when Lekyre is all, yes, kill the right people, Barca, just wherever he is, it's just like something's wrong.
My spider sense, hold on.
Anarchy.
We will hop out and see about you, Kailie. You went to go find Kurtwise.
Yes.
Not hard to find. There's very few orcs in this area, so he kind of just towers over people. He's sitting. They have sort of like a grandstands area around like the main central bonfire pit, and he's just sitting on the corner of one, eating.
I'm gonna walk up, sort of like behind him on the side, and just.
Kailie, hey, how did it go in there?
Given your people in charge and my companions about as well as I could have expected.
Is that a good thing?
For now. Listen, Kurtwise.
Uh-huh.
I may have been too harsh.
No. Listen, no, if anybody's got to apologize to anybody, it's me to you, and I probably won't stop being able to apologize for anything like that.
The truth of the matter is, if I were to go home now, nothing changes. And what I need your help with, I've begun hearing voices.
Yeah.
I think I'm communicating somehow with the weave.
The weave. Like the source of all magical power for everyone who has magical powers, I suppose.
That's what it said.
The
weave.
It's got the weave speaks.
I'm trying to sort out a lot of that. I need any books or any information you have about it so that I can. The voice said if I turn from this power, my connection with it will be damaged in some way. So I need to go in.
Good. You know, as someone who's had the connection to the weave damaged in some way, I can tell you right now, that's no good. Remember back in the day, I could just kind of open up a portal to the Feywild and walk right in. And, of course, that's how I found you. And, but ever since the day that I died, and I was brought back to life, I kind of just still have a little bit of that power. It's not enough to like open up a whole portal to the Feywild, but it is a little bit of enough to put a small section of a great forest inside the protective bounds of the Feywild for a while, I suppose.
I thought this place felt familiar.
Yeah, gotta draw on something, you know? Magic by magic self ain't very magical at all. But yeah, I've got some books for you. Come with me. He kind of just leads you off. The rest of you, after looking for weapons, armor, what have you, you have been invited to stay, eat, speak to Gerda. You have several options.
Yeah, I mean, after we eat, I'd like to talk to Gerda, I think, but
I'll give a little bit of like my experience with Gerda so far to the party that's with me.
How would you explain your experience with Gerda?
That's a great point. I'll recount of, you know, just she gave me a few things to do and I helped around and then told me about how nothing should have any hold on me ever, which felt a lot like she was trying to trick me, and this whole illusion of choice, and it's a lot of she's gonna get in your head, I think, that or it's just me and that's not better.
Should I cover my ears so she can't?
Probably not. You're probably okay, if I'm being honest. Wait, maybe. No. I'm paranoid. Listen, I know it. I just, you know, is she a sweet old grandma? You know, maybe. But maybe not. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe you weren't just getting what she was trying to say to you? Perhaps there wasn't anything
preposterous.
deeper than the... I'm sure.
Fix my horns.
Great, that means you have experience with her. You're coming with me to talk to her.
That's good. That sounds great.
I look at Joe. Control group.
This is great.
Yeah, we can just go talk to Gerda then if you want.
I'll lead the way.
Okay. Yeah, she's still out there cooking away and just handing bowls and stuff to anybody who reaches toward her. There seems to be sort of like an endless supply, like a very loaf of bread, bucket of fish situation going on. She would take some meat out of a pile of prepared meat, and then somehow the stack of meat would still be just about as big as it was before she got the meat off it. So just keeps on cooking. You guys see for the first time she's got several knives between every finger, just slicing, chopping, dicing. Everything is coming up exactly the way that she, of course, wants it to be.
Excuse me, grandmother, if we help you serve, can we chat while we work?
Gerda.
Miss Gerda.
I have no kids. Well, that's not entirely true. Literally, I have no kids, and if you have no kids, the kids can't have kids, you know, but...
Right, but I see how you grandmother people around here, so...
Gerda,
can we help you serve?
I'm not that old.
Chat?
You may chat. I do not require you to help me. Of course, you are welcome to help. Want and help with me are two things I very often put together.
Lekyire's already cleaning dishes, trying not to be seen.
Yeah, I'm starting to hand things out as she's making them. It's like, oh no, it's not that you need it. You just shouldn't have to do it by yourself. So someone told me that you understand what this place is and how it works. Is that accurate?
understanding this place and how it works is kind of a difficult answer, and it really depends on how grounded you are with your imagination.
Grounded imagination. Now that is not a phrase I would have thought go together, which is probably my first indication that this is going to be hard for me.
Watch this, dear. And she turns to you, Mazie. And she puts the knives down for a second and grabs your little bat hands. She goes, "You are here because you want to be. This place exists because you believe it so. Your happiness and your joy are real, even though you can't see them. Is this true?"
Yeah, I am happy.
Thank you for being here, child. And she gives you a bowl, and then she also like reaches under where she is, and there's like a basket, and she grabs she starts going through the basket, and then she goes and then grabs the whole basket, and she puts it up towards you, and it's just a basket full of like children's toys.
Oh, my friends are going to
Those
like
children
this.
believe in fun and play too. I don't think that should die.
Why would you kill fun?
That is the question indeed. But don't worry, we have a basket of fun right here.
Fun basket.
And she turns back to you, Barca, and goes, "Your imagination, I fear, is not grounded enough, but I will still try to explain to you as best I can."
I suspect I'm about to ask a bunch of grown-up questions in a place where that is wholly inappropriate, but I will try one or two. Are we kind of in two places at once?
Why stop at two?
And when we leave here to go back to where we were before, can we only ever go back to where we were before? Or can we leave here and go where we intend?
I think the question that you should be asking yourself is, where were you before?
In many ways, the same place I am right now.
Well, if you have not changed yet, what makes you think you'll change when you leave?
Thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna get some rest. Can I take a leave before I go? Take a toy out of the basket.
You need not ask if you can have a little bit of joy, child.
He pauses, just like, thanks, appreciate it, and just doesn't look at her and walks away.
I'll walk out with him. Just kind of duck out the side, all quiet, like. See, she gets in your head.
Joe, I assume have you left, or are you still in there with her?
I'll leave if everybody else is leaving.
Before you leave, she says to you,
"Oh God,
you travel with a lot of broken people, and they should be glad that you are one that wakes up and looks around for something to fix."
If I cannot fix myself, then I will help fix the others.
But in that, are you not also fixing yourself?
We're getting there.
Remember, you serve no one but you. And if you are asking you to serve others, then by not doing that, you are doing a disservice to yourself. She hands you a bowl of food. She goes, "Eat on that and watch the bat play. It'll be good for your health."
That is quite cute. I will take my food with a nod and leave.
So nighttime is setting. You guys are eating. If there's any other conversations you guys want to have before we take a rest for the evening, we can do that now.
I'm good.
I definitely keep watch, regardless of where we're at.
I'll
Can't
tag
help
team
it.
with you. I'll tag team. Jovanna's the same, so I'll tag team with you.
I'll be
gonna
sitting
go in
there,
that
sitting
door.
there with Jovanna being like, weird day.
When aren't our days weird?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm getting there. How about you?
Ah, I'm peachy, everything's fine.
We're both liars, aren't we?
I was just like,
We're both liars.
Incredible. Cool. Wake me up for my shift in a couple hours, yeah?
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just go and walk and find where I'm sleeping for the evening then.
I'm gonna do a test where I try to believe that there is like a bag of holding full of apples, Granny Smith apples, in front of me. And just psych myself out and fall down the rabbit hole of like, how does this place work?
As you are staring at nothing and hoping for a bag of holding full of apples,
Trying to invent faith in Lekyire's brain.
yeah, Granny Gerda apples.
There we go.
an apple does fall into your lap.
Now I'm even more confused. Take an angry bite out of the apple because I haven't eaten yet.
You hear
You
a
got a
voice from
bag?
above you go, "Oi!" And it's just one of the guards that's on the rope bridge around the thing. He goes, I don't know if you were hungry or what, but there's a bunch of apples up here, so I tossed you one. No need. I know it's your first night here. We all got a little scared. All got a little fear. It's fun. But ain't nothing bad happening here, and if it does, we'll see it first, so no need to stay awake now.
Suspicious second bite, and then a much more relaxed third bite. And I'm gonna keep gawking over my dancing sword, my dancing sword, just kind of looking red.
And look, stay up if you want. If you need anything, I'm up here. Feel free
Yeah,
to
I'll
ask.
come hang out with you. And I'll can I roll acrobatics to get up in the tree?
There's a ladder, but
Oh.
yeah, you can roll acrobatics to see how quickly you get up there, I suppose.
Like a squirrel.
I don't know. I feel my brain said ladders are not a thing for these people. That is a what is my proficiency? Crap, this is taking way too long. Plus 11. That's a 29.
Yeah, I mean, you as much as someone can cartwheel sideways up a tree.
Nice. And then I will offer him a bite of the apple, just quietly. Pass the time.
Yeah, I mean, you sick?
Nah,
You don't seem sick.
I'm all right.
All right. Takes a weird small bite out of the apple. Never shared an apple with someone like this before.
Huh. Me neither.
Yeah, I feel like cutting it would be. You know what? It's fine.
I'll just quietly let that ruminate and continue the watch. Eventually waking up Jovanna.
So there are kind of like huddled underneath each large tree where there is like a base camp sort of for these guards, like guard tower-esque type things. On the ground, there's just at each one, there's a group of cots. And so most people are sleeping on a cot at the base of one of these large trees. But not everybody. Some people have like hammocks that they've strung up through a couple of the smaller trees here and there. Some people are just kind of lying on the ground. Several of the kids have just fallen asleep in a pile.
Cuddle.
There's no order to the pile. There's just a pile of children.
Hey.
Something actually clicks for Lekyre, but I'll get into it later.
with that being said, I think now will be a good time to go to our break. And when we come back, you guys will all have a long rest. I don't think anything has happened, but just in case, there's your long rest.
All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes. If you haven't gone outside to look at the beautiful boom booms, go ahead and do that. We'll see you when we get back.
And chat, everyone say thank you to Jason for running tech tonight.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks.
Hello, welcome back. We are jumping back into where we were. It was nighttime. These guys was getting some good sleeps. We discussed during the break, Barca has a new magic sword. It's an obsidian scale sword, and it does some cool stuff.
So
It'll be fun. And then Kailie, as you were talking with Kurtwise. Actually, we'll pick up with you. We'll do a couple of these ones real quick. Jovanna. What did I say?
What?
Oh, the Sword of Life Drain.
Yeah, the Sword of Life Stealing.
Yeah. Okay, you get that one. And then Mazie, did you decide on?
There was of the two, there's really no difference. So I'm fine with either.
Okay. Oh, I'll give you the Ring of Free Action.
Okie dokie.
Which does not. It's not as good as it immediately sounds. It's good, but it doesn't give you a free action. It is not an action surge ring.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an important distinction.
Very important. Very important.
Kailie, we'll pick up with you and your conversation with Kurtwise about the weave. I'm assuming you explained to him as best you could what the weave has told you.
Yes.
Okay. So he's got a bunch of scrolls and books and stuff out with him, and I've never really I've never heard of something like that before. Somebody able to communicate with the weave, not in any other way than normal. Every other spellcaster gets to communicate with the weave in their own special way. The weave's where we get the magic from, so of course we're communicating with it. But you're saying it spoke to you, and that's a little bizarre. And he's just rifling through books and scrolls and stuff. He's like, they've never found anything in any sort of history books or nothing about someone being able to speak with the weave or other than using the spell detecting thoughts or something of other people. Have you noticed it? Is it everybody? Can you hear the voices when you're near everybody? Can you hear the voices of it? No?
Not everybody. Only some people. And then Jovanna, I stopped hearing her at some point.
Oh,
maybe it has good. Something to do with that person's connection to the weave.
I mean, I feel I'm learning about this just as much as you are in the moment, but as far as we're going right now, that feels. Did anything happen to Jovanna? Does she not have no spells no more?
There was an incident. After which I don't believe she has had connection to her deities.
Right, so she loses connection to her deity, and then all of a sudden you can't hear her voice no more. Well, I imagine you can only really hear the voices of people that are connected to the weave then. So if someone ain't got no spell casting, and you're not linked to them.
That makes sense to me, as far as I've understood it so far.
Look, have you ever tried just... No, I imagine if you try to just shut out all the voices, then that's probably what will damage
That's what it made it sound like.
Right. Is a tough one. I don't know exactly what to tell you. My suggestion maybe is just, as you're out and about, walking through life as you do, maybe try and pick one of the voices you can hear and focus on it. Because that wouldn't exactly be shutting out all the voices. It more so just be trying to focus on one, connect to one. But of course, I don't got a bunch of voices in my head, so it's probably easier said than done.
Some of the abilities that I've gained since all of this has started have connected me with other spellcasters. I think focusing on that connection is a good place to start, Kurtwise.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a couple things for you. I don't really need them no more, so I figure why not? And he hands you a cloak. Just looks like just a casual brown burlap cloak. And he goes, this one's a cool one because it kind of fits in with really the rest of the magic around this place. Whatever you want it is. If that makes sense, I figure a changeling like yourself might find more use of it than I would. And I also wanna give you this. And he hands you like a patch. That was the patch he wore with his division during the rebellion, a patch that you also wore due to your contract. I can't quite leave this place no more. But if you could bring this there, maybe, I don't know, what little I can do can show up for this.
I'll take it. And look back to Kurtwise. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
Keep these people
good luck.
safe.
That's all I can do. That's all I will do. I'd have to get through my second dead body, you know what I'm saying?
Let's try to keep you at one for a while.
Yeah, I probably should have tried that the first time.
Wasn't entirely your fault.
Okay, with that being said, nightfall, day rise. Mazie wakes up from a pile of sleeping children.
It's gotta be the hottest, sweatiest thing.
That sounds so much more ominous than it actually is.
We're friends.
I can see it both ways.
This is just Barca and Jovanna saying it two very different ways.
I pat all of their little heads, and I go back to find my party.
Flurry of pets.
The pets. Flurry of pets.
Skype walks up to you guys. I assume at this point you're all gathered together.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So.
Skype walks up and goes, Alright, if this shit's about to happen, we can't fucking waste time. You guys get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get everybody else ready to go.
Alright. So we're going to the peaks, right, guys?
I believe that's next.
Right. So
Peaks.
Yeah. What was it, Mazie?
Wait, the peaks.
Yeah,
I like
you
those
have someone we need to find?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other business up there that we need to take care of?
Well, I don't think they might be at the peaks, but I like the peaks. I have other friends at the peaks.
Okay. So...
I have to find a shrine. That's the only other business I have.
The peaks are cold.
Oh, joy.
Okay. So there's a shrine? Is this
Yeah.
a priesty, clericy thing?
That's something.
Okay. So do you know where you're going? Peaks are a big place.
I have a map-ish. I have directions-ish.
Yeah, they're good enough, maybe.
Chuck the
Okay.
cleric gave them to me.
Okay, cool. Well, then let's start there since that's a definite place, I guess.
Sure, I believe in that 100%.
Me too. Can I look at the map so we know where we're going?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
As you guys are talking about this, Gerda walks up. And she's got 4 pouches, 4, kind of hefty sacks, and hands each one of you a sack and goes, you guys have a long journey ahead of you. I would just be beside myself if I let you guys get all hungry. So, here's a nice meal for each one of you.
Thank you, Gerda.
Ben, did you mean to say 4 or did you mean to say 5?
I thought I said 5.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
If you said 4, you
Meant
meant
to say
5.
5.
Got you.
Okay. We
We were just like,
is this a subtle dig on
Gerda,
like
you meant
Lekyre?
Poor Gerda, her memory's failing.
Oh, no.
that's exactly what
Bless
it
her.
I took her eyes.
How dare! In the middle of the night, you just vanish from the shoulder. It's like, I'll be back.
Let's go get a snack. All right, sorry.
Oh,
Go
the
ahead.
children
Sorry.
sleep.
I just hope when you need it most, beyond the physical, you can find a little hope. There's always hope in food.
Well, gang, how bad can it be? If this is when we need the help most, everything's gonna be just downhill from here. It's just gonna be great. It's gonna be easy.
What kind
Right.
of pep talk are you giving yourself?
I'm full of hope, determination.
Determination, maybe.
Sometimes saying something over and over and over again will trick your brain into believing it, and if you believe it, that's all you really need.
Yeah,
She kinda,
Lekyre,
like-
do you believe it?
Walks away.
I believe in you, Lekyre.
I put
Thank you,
my
Mazie.
Good.
Thank you, everybody.
Put my hand on Kyra's shoulder. You're a master of disguise, right?
I thought I was, and then I
Okay,
met
no,
her.
we're not looking at them, okay? Just disguise yourself as a more hopeful version of you. Yeah, you can just like pretend or like fake it until you make it real.
Oh, acting.
Lekyre doesn't say anything, just kind of nods, looks at all the multi-levels of facades and stuff like that he's built up over the years and goes, "That is sage advice, thank you." Does not know where to begin with.
All
See
right.
the future that isn't there and then believe in it.
Well said. Let's go find that future. And sorry, I saw Kiki just. Is that the food, or do you still have like the chew toy from the basket?
She just started gnawing on her finger.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you have a toy for that.
Actually, I kept the toy I took. I must see her gnawing on her hands. As I walk past her, just hand her like the fidget toy.
Oh,
But I don't like. I just keep going.
Me and Barca are best friends now.
So we go, I guess.
Yeah, you just Skype's there and he's telling you guys. You just kind of walk out.
Do we have to believe that we can leave?
You know, I've never thought about that shit before.
Okay.
Oh, and it worked for you.
I just kind of leave.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for your help. Get everyone ready, and we'll contact you when it's time.
Yeah. Y'all are walking out?
Yeah.
Onward.
Okay. So as you break the plane where the trees were where you entered at, Lekyre, you step over the boundary. You're no longer in the woods. You're in what appears to be the top floor of a house. Maybe you're definitely indoors. It's like wooden. There's a window. There's a bed.
I look to see if my compadres are with me.
They are not. You are alone.
Leave too hard.
There's a dresser with some quote-unquote picture frames in it.
Bonus action, activate the dancing rapier.
It's active.
Okay.
The picture on the dresser. There's two guys in it. One of them looks eerily like Barca, and the other one is Barca.
Just gonna tuck that away for later. Keep looking around. Do I perceive that anyone? Can I make a perception check to see if anyone's around?
You can make a perception check, yeah.
Hey, natural 20.
You are alone.
Okay, then I will relax a little bit. Check my inventory. I guess start stealthing around and seeing if I can. I'll look behind me where I came from. Is there nothing there? Did I walk out of a closet? What have I done? A wardrobe, if you may.
Just kind of like the wall.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm up. Flick the wall real hard.
Nothing happens.
That's not good. I need to find a map. We don't have a means of communication. I need proper clothes, and I'm gonna go find an actual wardrobe and start trying on different outfits to look like I belong here.
It's all of Barca's clothes, so you can discuss with him.
Cool. Cool.
Jovanna.
Yes.
You step through, and you are also no longer in the woods. It's a lot colder. There's a lot of rocks around you. High peaks, low peaks, just wind. Right in front of you is a massive drab stone building with a steeple and a bell tower. There are some people out front, but they're just kind of chilling.
I look around for any of my party members, first off.
You see Barca.
That's it? Just Barca.
Just Barca.
Barca?
Joe.
So, we're missing a couple of people.
They're all gonna die, aren't they? Or a lot of other people are gonna die.
I'm going with the or.
Yeah.
Where'd they go?
I don't
Why
know.
are you here?
Where is here?
Well, let's ask. I'll call out to one of the people. Be like, excuse me.
Why?
Same. Who are you and where are we?
You're over there. And I'm me. Duh.
I meant location-wise, where are we?
Tourists. And the other guy that's next to him goes, I think she's asking about the shrine. And I go, no, I know she's asking about the shrine, but...
I'm gonna kill them. Barca, I'm about to become the ore.
Hey, this is the shrine for the chicken place, with like its own special currency, right? This is the KFC NFT shrine.
No?
Oh, it's not? What is it?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Weather boy.
Yeah, what's in it for us?
I draw my sword.
I don't kill you. And he doesn't kill you.
Shocker, they go right to violence again. Listen now.
Maybe don't be a problem and then we won't have to be your problem.
We're all gonna die.
I don't serve you.
I
don't
didn't
even
ask
know
who
who
you
you
serve, just... I think they were
This
pretty
is the-
simple questions.
This is the Shrine of Algator. Are you happy?
No, but that's an acceptable answer.
Okay, so this is your.
This
is the shrine place we needed to go to, right?
Yeah, I think this is the correct one.
So he's like the god of like unhelpful customer service people, or
The god
these
of
guys.
egoism. Get it right.
egoism. Wow, so you must be new. Cool. All right. Let's.
Okay, I didn't just materialize out of nowhere on the peaks and say
Maybe you should try it sometime.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, nowhere else that you just manifested it as this? Wow, that must be really hard for you.
I spent a lot of time building up who I am, okay?
This is what you decided on?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't need you to approve.
That's
I don't
fine.
need anything from anyone.
Good.
Except
I'm
to
glad your
seem to-
standards are so low.
Except to seem to disapprove of us so strongly. Is what you built that fragile that you have to? Wow. Okay. Cool.
Well,
you're
I'm
not
gonna go
me.
inside now.
Yep. Awesome.
Weirdos.
Yep.
Kailie. You step out. You're not in the woods anymore. It's very cold. You're very high up. You're on the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean far below you. There are no voices in your head. It's just you and quiet.
I will look around and sort of do a 360 to be like, where am I?
You don't see the rest of the party. You see, you're very clearly somewhere in the Aberrant Peaks. But as you get to that 180, there's a dwarf standing behind you, looking up at you, shocked. And You recognize this dwarf. As this dwarf goes, Kailie?
Oh my God. And as I am speaking, my appearance shifts back into Kai. And I go, oh my God, Nora?
Kai?
Oh my God, Nora!
Oh my God.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
Oh, it's like wild. I was just like at this other place, but I would really listen. It's been a weird couple of days, right? And this is the first time I've had like silence in my head. I cannot tell you how grateful I am to see you.
Girl, tell me about it. You want to talk about a rough couple of days? Sit down. Sit your tuchus down. We're gonna talk.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna put the cloak on and think, I'd really like a warm robe.
Becomes a very thick fur robe.
Yes. You see, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, at this place that I was, you like wanted stuff, and it became. And like, I left there, and I wanted to see you to talk about all this shit, and like,
you wanted to see little me.
Well, yeah, I wanted to see you.
I'm blushing.
Come on. Let's sit down and talk. We have a lot to catch up.
Nora sits down next to you. Mazie.
Oh.
You walk out. You are no longer in the woods. It's cold, dark. You're in a cave. It's dimly lit. There's some torch sconces on the walls of the cave. You're currently facing the mouth of the cave, a few hundred feet away. And you hear some noises behind you, but they quickly come to a stop right after you.
And my friends are nowhere near me, right?
No.
I did not know we were playing hide and seek. I can find you.
I'm just gonna.
Are you turning around, looking around?
Yeah, turn around and try and listen.
The party's not there. You also don't need to listen because there are people there. They're not hiding by any means. There's a small campfire with... I wrote down a number here and then I scrolled away. Six people, 6 figures standing around the campfire, just kind of sitting. They look very tired. They look very shocked. One of them is staring directly at you. He's a tall, skinny. He's wearing like really old, tattered wizard's robes.
Uh-oh.
It's not someone you've seen before, but after a moment when you turn around and everyone's staring at you, the wizard character looks at you and tilts his head and goes, "Raspberry?"
And I'm gonna fly over immediately.
You remember me?
Yeah.
You're the one Serge said to protect, yes?
As you say this, there's another voice coming from a very thick cloaked creature next to the wizard. And he's all covered up, mask, he's got a hood on. And you can make out like big black eyes. And he says, yeah, he's the one I said to protect.
You guys were playing hide and seek, but you were playing it so good and it took me so long to find you, but I found you now. This is great.
Yeah.
You should meet my other friends. They're playing hide and seek now, though, so we will have to find them.
He pulls back his hood, and one long bat ear pops up. And the other one is not there anymore.
Oh. I get on my tippy toes to look for the other one. See that it's not there.
What happened?
A lot.
Oh.
And we're gonna end there.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh
I'm
man.
doing the stressed.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, this was episode 4. We've got four more episodes left. 4 more.
4 more, dear.
I'm gonna make it hurt.
I am stressed.
Anyway,
Let's
thank
play
you guys so
Johnny
much for
Cash's Hurt.
watching. I love the direction I decided to take this in.
Alexa, stop.
You're like, I am great. Like,
It's
so humble
fun for
of a
me.
DM. So humble. Wow.
Listen, you give me too many details with your backstory, and now
Yes.
it's not a backstory, it's
You-
the story.
You said, hey, let's get DMs their experience. And we went, cool, we'll provide the trauma for you.
When trauma happens.
Isn't it?
What we do best.
You gave him arrows and expected him not to shoot them? Come on.
No, I did say free real estate. Let's
Free
go.
real estate.
Listen, a DM and their character's backstory is the original Faustian bargain.
Yeah, you're right.
So
I'm excited for everyone to learn a little bit about
Yep.
everyone's backstory right now. I feel like that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great time.
Just take
I've been Ben Brainard, your humble DM. You can find me on the internet. I'm excited. I have now a week to write 4 different things. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great time. I'm enjoying it. Before we hop off, I'm gonna send it over and get some thoughts, feelings, ideas, whatever from our cast. So we'll start with you, Jason.
Yeah, I am good. I'm fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? And I feel like Barca and Joe are gonna get to bond a little bit more on this, and he's gonna learn a little bit more about her, and she's gonna hate that, and she's gonna learn more about him, and he's gonna hate that, and it's gonna be great. You can find me at Critical Dice almost everywhere, and my website, or on the floor in the fetal position later on. I'm going to throw it to Kiki.
Hello, I am Kiki. I do stuff. You can find me at that handle on almost everything, or you can just check the link tree below to find me where I am. Mazie currently is feeling elated, over the moon. So excited. She's found her old friends. Unfortunately, her new friends can't join us, but that's no problem. We'll find them eventually, same as we did our old friends. It's gonna be a great time. They'll love each other. And And yeah, and also I'll be at MetroCon in Tampa. So if you're in the Tampa area, come find me. Say hi. I don't bite sometimes. And I'm gonna throw it over to Feff.
Hello, I'm Feff. Thank you all for being here tonight. This was super fun. Lekyre is being confronted with new ideas and theologies and stuff that he very much should learn, but we'll see if it sinks in. For now, he's going full paranoid. I'm probably gonna home alone this house.
In Barca's clothing.
That, or I'll play it off like I'm supposed to be there, you know. Why is
fair.
no one feeding me grapes? Hello? I haven't decided yet.
Or like Jim in the office, and you're like, no, Barca was always a tiefling. What are you talking about?
I'm drawing horns on all the pictures. I'm just very good at disguises. Everyone stick around, we'll be doing a raid, but first let us hear from Mr. Kurtwise.
Hi everyone. Yeah, talk about a 180 for Kai. They made some decisions. And I feel like, you know, like the moment when you had a really like long stressful day and you get home and you lay in your bed and you get that first like deep sigh of relief. I feel like that was Kai seeing Nora. Just like, oh my god. So yeah, that was Kai's feeling better. Also not having voices in their head for the first time in like a couple of days. That's nice.
For the first time in
24 hours.
Oh yeah, it's been a long 24 hours. But yeah, you can find me everywhere on the internet, Mr. Kurtwise. I'm starting a new series on Twitch tomorrow night on my channel over there, where I'm going to be DMing for 4 AI players. Join us then. And I will throw it to I don't have any
I
options.
think I'm the only one left.
Ivy.
I am the option. It's like those boxes when you're like, check yes or yes, so you don't get a choice. Hi, I'm Ivy. I play Jovanna. Jovanna is a little worried about the rest of their party. Happy to at least have someone. Isn't sure how she feels about Barca, but did appreciate that a top tier instant siding with her to berate these other individuals. So she feels safe in like knowing, oh, he hasn't immediately turned on me. It's us against these idiots, and will absolutely hate you finding out more about her, and she will relish in finding out more about Barca, as he also hates that. She's a little stressed. She's still dealing with a lot of feelings and a lot of just feeling down, but we'll see. It's looking up a little bit, though she is very concerned about the rest of them. Yeah, I'm GameRaterGirl everywhere else that you can possibly find me. I DM over at Dice Cream Sandwich, which I am starting 3 new campaigns over at Dice Cream Sandwich. So if you are interested in watching some high fantasy post-apocalyptic games right after the apocalypse and then 25 years after the apocalypse, I've got 2 groups that'll be doing that. It'll be a lot of fun. Critical Bard's one of my players. Petra over at Questline is one of my other players, one of the other groups. We have an awesome cast. I'm super excited, so come watch that. And I will pass it back to our wonderful DM for our closing out.
Yes, this has been fun. I just have one more note for you guys before I hand it off to Feff for closing the stream, and that is when each of your characters so chooses to open the bag of food, let me know.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Wait! I'm done. I'm heading out.
Feff!
Oh, you're right. We're all heading out. Everyone pile into this raid. We're here kicking with Metro Mike. And I hope you all have a phenomenal rest of your evening, my friends. My sister says bye.
Hi, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
I love you.
Friends. And we are rated